What up, what up, what up, what up, what up to another edition of Honest Assholes. You already know what it is. It's the one and only, the Messiah, Mr. Vega, holding it down. Shout out to the crew. Shout out to everybody that's been supporting the movement. We've been out here killing shit like every week. I'm starting to feel like if we go a week without putting out any content, man, we will really really disappoint people, and I don't want to do that. So again, salute to everybody that's been down with the Honest Assholes Committee for the past 2 years. Shout out my bro, D Nizzle, that's in the building. You know what I'm saying? Bro
Oh,
holds it down every time. Love you for that. You know what I'm saying? I got my two honorary members, of course, Miss Juice and Miss Whitney, my headers. What's up, ladies?
Hey, hey, hey. Y'all see us doing our
Yeah.
thing.
Well, indeed. Shout out Lala. Shout out Sasha, who couldn't make it tonight. She was supposed to be on tonight's episode, but the important thing is we just want to make sure our loved ones get home safe. So shout out to Sasha for getting through that bullshit traffic. We love you, boo. You know what I'm saying? Shout
you're
out to my brother. Shout out to my brother Mizzle. Bro been dealing with COVID, but I've been talking to him every day, like literally every single day, and he's been good. He just fighting through it. Bro's a fighter, and we gonna hold it down for him. So shout out to my brother Mizzle. You already
hey,
know.
happy anniversary to bro and his wifey too, bro.
Happy
Fact,
anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
fact,
Man,
fact.
doing
Big
real big.
fact.
He
Big
said you up
fact.
next, bro.
Hey, probably. Probably.
Uh-uh. Uh-uh.
You know. Hey. Hey, the
if,
thing is
if
with
if
me.
if Lala act right, because she don't be acting right all the time. You females y'all a little crazy, but if she act right, we'll be there too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's good, man. I'm just trying to have the energy rub off on everybody. So, you know what I'm saying? So, if it is what it is, I love it. But in the
I just
meantime, we
gotta
gonna
keep
keep.
her. I gotta keep her away from people like Juicy, and we'll be cool.
Oh,
Well,
Hey, don't do that. First of all, I am incredible to be around, okay?
you,
I am the
you,
company, okay?
you and
I
Whitney, you
am the
guys are
person.
bad influences.
hey, I will say,
I am the
Juicy, you
vibe,
are.
show the boobies.
okay?
Hey, I will say this: Juicy is an honorary function. She's been coming to my functions for the past 10 years, so I will say she is definitely the life of the fucking party. Well, one of the
I am
lives.
the vibe. The vibe.
You know what I'm saying? Because you've been holding it down. Like I can honestly say, like, damn, she been coming to my past past decade. Not a lot of people has done that with me. But a lot of
Yeah. Shade,
I see you.
shade.
oh, I'm sorry. I was clearing my I was clear. I'm a little congested right now. But
Uh-huh.
anyway, anyway, shout out to Point Tank, and just shout out to every single one of y'all for just coming through for these episodes, man. Like seriously, like this shit like hits me like the bottom of my heart. Like every episode that we shoot and we all together, I feel like we just a big ass family just having fun. You know what I'm saying? Agree to disagree, and that's why I was like, let me come up with this title. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, oops, I'm slipping. I'm slipping. There we go. There we go. You see how I had to put it up there. Make sure the subtitles is out. You know what I'm saying? So again, tonight's episode. Let's get up in this thing. Is blood really thicker than water? Now, I'm gonna put this out here. When I'm politicking with these titles and these episodes, I'm always talking to my guests individually, and I would have to say, me and Juice been talking about something like this for the past 2.5 weeks. Like we really been. I feel like we've been feeding off of each other, giving each other ideas for this type of topic. Because it's why when you got a team behind you, you know what I'm saying, it's a team effort to just come with a dope title. And when I come with these titles, I just make sure that everybody who's on can relate to something. That's very relevant to the title. And Juice, you already know, me and you, we know a lot of the same shit, and it's not, and I'm not gonna say we limited, but this is honest asshole, so we could talk whatever the
We
fuck
living
we
it.
want.
We living it.
And again, Blood thicker than water. Like this is like probably one of Honest Asshole's first episodes of talking about, you know, just a family subject. You know, we never talked about like a deep family subject, and we've been on the air or the nation for the past 2 fucking years, but this is a topic that really needed to be discussed. So let's paint the narrative about the title. You know, blood is thicker than water. Now, my thing is that automatically when I think about that, I automatically think, okay, it's about family members. Now, we got to understand when we're talking about family members, you know, we could be talking about an immediate family, extended family, step family, you know, or just any just form, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? It's just some form of talking about family, which is why I put this episode together. Now, my whole take on blood being thicker than water. One of my favorite rappers, Styles P, said a line to me. You know what I'm saying? And it really stuck with me. And that's another thing I came up with this title. This dude, my guy said, blood is thicker than water only in certain cases. And I was like,
what does that mean?
Right.
And because I really have to, and honestly, it didn't really start getting deeper or sinking in with me until the older I've gotten. Like, you know, just throughout my years, because, and the thing we have to realize now, you know, this isn't just me, not just everybody, just me in general. We have to realize, like, when it comes to family members, we have to have certain expectations, and we have to have certain things that, you know, off the rip, we can't just fall out over just because we're family. But that doesn't mean that we're not allowed to fall out over something just because we're, you know. And don't get me wrong, I can honestly say that I never really fell out with an extended family member. I've always gotten along with my cousins, blood cousins or whatever. It just seems like I've always had static or some form of something with my immediate family, which is sisters and brothers. Now, don't get me wrong, you know, brothers and sisters, we gonna fight, we gonna do our thing. You know, it wouldn't be a household without fighting. My bro D-Nut come from a family more than the fucking Wayne, so he already know that when it comes to fucking family, you know, it's not for the, you know, you gotta have a big heart and you gotta have, you know, some form of, as you could say, a pair of balls. You could be a female or a male, but the thing is just having like a big family that has a lot in common, but when everybody's trying to be that alpha dominant, that's where the fucking friction comes in at. And I'm just speaking for me because I'm the oldest. You know what I'm saying? I'm the oldest of 5. And it was always like, you know, the older I've gotten, you know, it was just always, okay, now I'm trying to outdo the alpha, but I've never like given you a reason to outdo me. Like I feel like I have a sibling that feels like he has to be in competition with me. Like everything we do, like everything you do, you feel like you have to be in competition with Big Bro. And why is that, bro? I've never given you a reason to be in competition with me. I've always, if anything, I've always extended like a handout or some form of advice. Hell, one of my other favorite rappers always said, you know, don't treat your Yo Gotti. He said, don't, you can have a little homie, but don't treat him like a little homie, you know, respect him, you know what I'm saying, as, you know, as more than that, you know, especially if he's showing you that he's not just a little homie, you know what I'm saying? So for me to get like, oh, we're in competition and you're letting it be known, I'm like, damn, bro, like I thought blood was really thicker than water, but you're willing to go out your way to stab me in the back or do whatever you got to do to belittle me. And I'm like, damn. So that was just a little narrative that I put out there about, you know what I'm saying, a certain family situation, you know, as a form of, you know, that's relevant to the question, you know, is blood really thicker than water? So I'm gonna go around, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna start with you, Miss Whitney, you know what I'm saying? I got a special request that they didn't want to go first, so I had to go to the next pair. I had to go to the next woman, you know what I'm saying? So when you think of that title, you know, is blood really thicker than water? You know, what automatically comes to your head? Like, what is your thought process about that?
Well, first, no. My first thought when I do think about that is people automatically think that family is automatically supportive, automatically there. They automatically think family is going to do that, and it's not. I think that sometimes it's family that have the most hate, don't want to see you live at your full potential.
Come on now.
A lot of family have seen where you come from. Of course, that's family. So a lot of other people haven't seen. Strangers really don't know your real background, maybe from the dirt, whatever you come from. So families see that, and not a lot of family want to see you above that.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's why you could look at that and be like, is blood really thicker than water? No. I didn't came across some of my best people I'd rather be around are people that I just met. Because being around family or being around people you've known, I consider people I've known since middle school, elementary, that's family. So people that I've known since that long, it's like you're not that supportive, you're not really there. You seeing like was it really, you know, positive energy from them, and I've had more positive energy from people I just met. So I would say no. Of course, I don't think blood is thicker than water.
But shout out to Miss Whitney. You know, so that was a grand opening right there. I don't think you ever gave a good grand opening like that. We so used to going to Juice, but you know, so shout out to Juice for letting me pick somebody else.
Right.
But well, basically, one of the things I got out of that, just don't expect too much from your family. It's okay to where if you have friends that you grew up with that's more supportive, and then when I say supportive, that's not financially, that's not the automatic. That's the number one thing is not, because when I say support, when we say supportive, it can be mentally supportive, emotionally supportive. It doesn't have to be fucking any type of financial supportive, and that's something we're gonna talk about that later in the episode because financial and financially causes a lot of friction in the family, and all motherfucking four of us can agree to that. So, bro, D Nizzle, I'm gonna give you the floor, bro. Like when that title, when you look at that title, bro, you know what I'm saying. What you think about that, bro?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Can't hear you.
Well, can't hear you, bro.
Are you muted? Uh-oh.
Somebody might be calling.
Oh man. Well, we gotta keep it going until bro get back. But again, man, just don't expect too much, man, from family members, like just certain family members, man, because at the end of the day, as I said, there are a lot of friends and shit, people that I haven't even known that long have just gave me some form of support that a family member has never given me. Intermediate family member. That's why I'm like, goddamn, like why I get this connection with my brother? But whatever. He's back. Hold on, bro is back. There you go. And we kept it going, bro. Don't even trip, fool.
Yeah, my bad, man.
We don't fumble on honest assholes, brother. You just stepped out of bounds, and I came and dunked you. So you good, brother.
Man, my phone blowing up right now, man. It's crazy.
Hey, cause you that nigga, that's why. Cause you that nigga, bro. That's all that matters. But again, bro, to the same question. I don't know if you heard what I was saying. It's blood thicker than water. You know what I'm saying? What is is it really thicker than water? So in Dina's perspective, what do you think about that?
I have a very unique life perspective on this question because my relationships with my family and people who aren't blood to me that I consider family is different than anybody else that I fucking know or then came across in life. The people who aren't blood to me, they are my family. So my water and my blood are on the same on the same level. You know what I'm saying? And my family and my water thick as a motherfucker. We might as well be mud. Mud thicker than both water and blood. And we really come from the mud together. So my shit is universally just thick. Me and my siblings, me and my cousins, my aunties, my uncles, my parents, my grandparents. I got a very big family, and we are all fucking close. We all support each other. We all hold each other accountable. My family has zero fucking filter. Zero. And we are all very thick-skinned. We feel like we can say anything to one another, and it is what it is. We're going to speak our truth. We don't care if we hurt your feelings or not. It's coming from a place of love, and that's just genuinely who we are. Now, under my roof, under the household I grew up in, mind you, it's a lot of boys and only one girl under the roof. You know what I mean? So us boys, yeah, we naturally go bump heads, particularly me and my brother J-Rock, who I love more than fucking life itself. But nigga, we fought like motherfucking cats and dogs growing up. I'm talking about bloody noses, gas on the motherfucking head, air knocked out of you, crying boohoo snot tears. Like, me and J-Rock slugged it out. But I promise you, nobody else was gonna be able to fucking do that with my brother. You know what I mean? Me and J-Rock could have a fight at 3 o'clock, but would be at the park at 3:30, ready to fuck somebody else up together. Couldn't nobody else fuck with his little brother. You know what I mean? And that's just how we roll. That's just how we are. My mom and dad didn't play that shit. We gonna be a motherfucking unit, period. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. My cousins, whether they're on my mom's side of the family or my dad's side of the family, they're more like brothers and sisters to us than fucking cousins. You know what I mean? For a long time, my little cousin Ashton and China, they always thought that those were my little brother and sisters. No, them my little cousins. We're just that fucking close. Now, my friends, fortunately, I wasn't one of them people who moved around when they were little. I lived in the same fucking house from 5 years old till I was 16. You know what I'm saying? So every friend that I have now, I've been having since I was 5, 6, 7, 8 years old, unless I met you in junior high or high school. But as an adult, I can only count on one hand how many people that I consider my family that I met as an adult. And my relationships with these people are the exact same I have with my blood. So my water and my blood is my mud. My mud is thicker than both of them, but we thick as fuck regardless. That's just how my family roll. You know what I mean?
I feel you.
Very, very unique, situation. I know a lot of people got family issues, and mind you, we got family issues, but we still stick together. I talk to every sibling of mine on a regular basis, either every day or every other day. We tell each other we love each other before we get off the phone, the same way I do with my friends that I call my bros, my water that I consider family.
Yep.
Whether it's Vince, Mike, my little bro Skrilla, whoever. Hey, love you, bro. Hey, be safe, bro. Be easy, bro. This is just my family. We gonna have disagreements, but we ain't having no fallouts where it's fuck you or no backstabbing shit or whatever. Vince can call me and check me about anything, just like he can call and apologize to me about anything, and vice versa. And it ain't fuck yous and all that and none of that shit. I've never experienced none of that shit with nobody that I consider a friend or family. You know what I mean?
Damn.
So my situation is unique.
I will say that, fool, because I was really about to ask you, Like damn, so like out of all your family members, that there was never nobody like you got into it with like y'all ain't talked for like a year or two or
Never, never,
damn, that's
never,
what's
not one
up.
time, ever,
That's what's up.
ever,
That's what's up.
ever.
That's what's
It,
up.
Even my
that's
even
yeah.
even my friends, that I've had, I haven't had a lot of problems with any of my friends. You know what I'm saying? Osh, Ivory, this is my nigga since fucking third grade. There was a situation that occurred where I felt like blood left me hanging. Was I upset about the situation? Yeah. But my love for him didn't change. I didn't disrespect him. I didn't, it didn't turn into something that I've witnessed other people go through and it turned into a whole other thing. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
It was never nigga, fuck you, I'm not fucking with you. You a bitch ass. Nah, it ain't nothing like that, bro. That's still my
Right.
brother, still love him to this day. And he's still my family. Period.
That's solid, bro. I gotta give it to you on that, bro, because there's not too many people like that, man. Like I gotta keep it
Right.
100,
Right.
you know.
Yeah,
So
you ain't lying.
I salute you for that. So,
Uh,
Juice, you didn't sat back and watched you didn't watch the whole lot, you know what I'm saying? And as the administration, we submitted your request. So now the ball is on you, girl. Is blood really thicker than water? What do you think? What does that come to your head when you think about that? Talk it.
So this is honest assholes, and forgive me if I'm very long winded. I'm gonna try to get right to the point, make it short and sweet, and just be factual about how I feel. So
Just
family,
talk it. Talk
I
it.
had to make notes because it's so much. Okay, so family relationships are more important than others, quote unquote. You should be loyal to your family first, so they say. Other things, family bonds are supposed to be always stronger than any other relationships you establish outside your family, correct? Then you have families. My biggest thing with families is that families should support each other in difficult times and not intentionally harm each other. Unfortunately, that doesn't always happen. We also have where family members are more comfortable in taking advantage of their own family than strangers. Okay, so I'm saying all this because I'm gonna get to my point. Blood might make you related, but does that really mean anything to you or to the rest of your family? Um, so let's face it, we can't pick our own family, right? We are given our family, and no matter what, we're supposed to love each other. But what happens when that becomes impossible? What happens when that becomes impossible? So I say all that to say this, that blood is blood thicker than water? To me, absolutely not. Because neither one of them I don't believe in. Because I have blood that has did me dirty. I have had friends that's did me dirty. So you show me loyalty, I'm gonna show you family. Okay. So if you be loyal to me, then I'll make you family. Loyalty, love, trust, and respect. All that comes in loyalty establishes an commitment, establishes an emotional commitment, and relationship, and it makes the relationship strong. So when you have somebody that's giving you loyalty, you can respect without, respect and be loyal to without a doubt, that's gonna make you family. Because I got family members right now that I'll walk past and won't say two fucks to them at all. And a couple, and y'all know who they are. You know what I'm saying? Vince definitely
mm,
does. Dina,
mm.
you know one or two, maybe
I
just
do.
one.
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
So,
I
our
I know that whole side of the family.
yeah, our beef is strong. Okay. Um, so I really don't believe in blood, or blood makes you family and da da da. No, we just connected through genes. That's it. Our blood. That's all. And I have friends that I've been with friends for 20 some years who have done me grimy. But I had a friend that's been I didn't know for a year and some change, and I feel like that's my ride or die. You know what I'm saying? So the longer you know me, don't make you family, or don't make you I don't feel like you have all, like, you're respecting me, you have me, you have the best interest. Have my best interest at hand. So I'm really big on the whole we blood, but that don't mean we got to be friends. It's kind of like having an employee, somebody you work with that you can't stand. But guess what? Between 9 to 5, you're gonna be like, okay, what's up, yeah, how we working? As soon as 5 o'clock is over, you're like, fuck you and your mama, go on about your business. We not cool like that. That's how family is. Like, we just related by blood, but I don't have nothing to do with y'all, nothing. And it's sad when family starts bumping heads and they intentionally hurt you on purpose. and then they want to hide their hands. They throw the rocks but hide their hands. Then you have mutual friends on social media, and they try to win the party over. Like, let me tell you about her. Let me tell you all this stuff growing up. So again, I have no problems with my immediate, like my brothers and sisters. None. This is extended family, cousins, and then all day they writing a post about you. But guess what? You're blocked. You're blocked. But they're constantly talking about you. I can't stand it. That's like shooting a nigga in his back. You know what I'm saying? You block me, but then you want to go on social media and talk so much crap. So much crap. Why are you blocking me then? You know what I mean? Because you're afraid for people to see the truth.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you put on this, this facade on social media that I'm better than her or he's better than me. And really, you ain't shit. Because I can get real dirty and talk about how certain family lost their kids completely. You out here talking about people's terrible mamas, but at least I got custody of mine, boo boo. You ain't never had you lost custody of your kids. Okay. We could talk about all kind of stuff. I could put you out there like you trying to put me out there or other family members. The problem is when you don't ride with your family on one topic, then they blackball you. Like, no, she's not on our side, so we're not gonna deal with her. I said one thing when some family drama was going on, and I said, if you condone this kind of behavior, you are part of the problem. And from that moment on, bam, I was a shit. It's so negative. And if you're gonna be negative, I don't need you in my circle. My circle's tight now. I learned a lot from my family, and that's why my circle's tight, because family ain't shit. Now, for those of y'all who got family members, like Dina was saying, we can go through hell and high water, but you better not fuck with my family, because only we can do that. Yeah, no. If my cousin was getting her ass whipped right now by 5 bitches, I'd be like, y'all gonna do that. Go on out of that. I'm recording. Ooh, that bitch getting her ass whipped. Yeah, that's me. Because, you didn't have to set up where you wanted to set me up. You didn't have locations on me. You know what I'm saying? It's weird. I didn't had my whole sister-in-law tell me, yeah, I'm not that bitch you want to fuck with. I'll be in the backseat of the car to slit your throat. My sister-in-law. Like, what? Girl, bye. No. It's just like, I don't really deal with my family. It's only a handful. And we have a huge family. Vince definitely can tell you. And it's sad that we have come this far. But you start to see how people really feel. So, blood thicker than water? No. Loyalty is thicker than blood and water. That's my whole tidbit on the thing.
I feel where you're coming from. I feel where you're coming from. For me, there's a few things that kind of dictates why shit turns out that way. One, which is a phrase that I was not aware of. Well, I was aware of it, but I had never heard it phrased like this before until I started fucking with Lala.
Mm-hmm.
And Lala would say, were you raised on survival or were you raised on love? When people that's raised on survival usually have fucked up toxic tendencies and fucked up ways to them. People who are raised with love, it's the exact opposite. You know what I'm saying? Once again, my situation is a little different. Ironically, my parents only lived 4 houses apart growing up, and my grandparents were all friends. So a lot of the in-home values went from one house to another and was trickled down to the generations. So we were all raised with the same type of morals and love collectively. So that extension in my household was the same in all my other cousins' households. So that whole not stabbing each other in the back, downing each other in public. Now we got social media. We ain't going to social media to talk about each other like fucking dogs and all that shit. We gonna keep that shit in home, deal with it in home, and we gonna move the fuck on about it. You know what I mean?
I don't know if I could agree.
Friends who you've been cool with for X amount of years and then they backstab you or whatever, it makes me want to ask, well, what was the foundation that friendship was built on?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? if it was
Right.
built on a foundation that was situational, that dragged out over years, then there was already kinks in that armor from the jump, from the get-go.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So there is going to be room for disappointment, backstabbing, jealousy, weird shit. You know what I mean? So those are just like the questions that come to mind when I hear certain things or situations that transpire. A lot of these so-called friends who have fallouts with one another were introduced to each other by another friend, and y'all just so happen to get cool because both y'all cool with that person, but y'all really wasn't friends. It was just situational.
Or
And
they
y'all
became
just happen
cool
to be
because they both
cool.
fell out with that one person who was a common denominator. So when you
Do
find
you
when
get what
people,
I'm do you get what I'm saying?
yes,
Do you,
but
you get what I'm
I'm going to disagree with you because all my family, we grew up with love. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? We weren't survival mode at all. You know,
Mhm.
I didn't live in my first apartment till I was like 34 years of age. You know what I'm saying? I
right?
went to private school, fundamental school. You know what I'm saying? I never, I grew up in Chino, for Christ's sake. We all grew up in
Right.
Chino, Diamond Bar, Phillips Ranch. So it's like, the love was there. It's once we became grown and people, thinking they're better than others, and then they want to put people down or talk shit, or we don't agree with them. So now we like the same garbage you fighting with. Yo, bro, we family. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna say his name, but one of my cousins used to be their friend, Vince
I
and
know.
Dino's friend. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's like, and this nigga turn on everybody. I know my other cousin in his grave rolling like, what are you doing, bro?
Yeah. And you know, I've tried talking to the relative you're talking about because, like I said, we have a bunch of mutual friends, and
Mm-hmm.
I've been around this individual for a very long time since I was in junior high school.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, and I just tried to play mediator when it came down to certain things.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But at some point in time, you do got to let people just be who they are. You know what I mean? He's never
Wow.
wronged me in particular, but I have told him where I felt like he was wrong. And
Mm-hmm.
that's what a real friend should be able to do. A real friend, a real family member. I should be able to be like, hey, you know what? You fucking up. You wrong. You slipping. Hey, tighten your shit up, and you not take offense to it and think that I'm hating on you or talking down on you. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So, you
That's how it
know,
should
but
be.
I
That's how
get
it
it.
should be.
I
Yeah.
get it. I get it.
Vince tried to do the same thing, and it was like a big fiasco.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I know.
Anyway,
I know.
well, moving right
I know.
along.
Because we could be on this forever.
Right, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. We could. Well, as far as like, well, I'm gonna bring up the part. I guess what I was talking about earlier. Like, I think like, I think if you're doing better or less or doing less, whatever, less fortunate when it comes to finances, that plays a lot too. Like if
Absolutely.
you're if you're making more or not even necessarily making more, like you can be just just living your life, not even worried about competition, and then out of the blue, that's when the heat comes. Because I've dealt with that shit before. That's why I said when I spoke earlier, when I said I'm going through like something like with my people because of the competition that shouldn't happen, and a lot of that has to do with just finances in general. Like, have y'all have any one of y'all in general have experienced that before? Whitney
No,
in particular.
no.
You mean just making more money so you getting hated on?
Oh God, man! Not even and not even not
No.
even just not even just making more money. Like they just feel like they have to let it be known that they're making more money than you,
What?
and they and like it's no competition. But why is it there? Like, come on, man! Like, why is it there? Like, why you feel like I'm your sibling or I'm your cousin or whatnot, but you feel like you have to be in competition with me.
I don't
I just don't
think
like that shit.
Nah,
that's
that's
family.
foreign territory to me.
That's all.
You said what?
You say
That's foreign territory to me. We don't get down like that. We got a we got mentality in my family.
Gina
We
must
got
come from the
we
Cosby. Gina
military.
got that Cosby Show family.
we
Just with a
Oh
hood.
no
God!
we no.
Military.
You said Cosby Show. Nah, it ain't that.
with a hood twist.
We are just, don't get me wrong. The only like form of competition that the boys in the family have is all aggressive shit. Nigga, I'm a better hooper than you. I'm a better fighter than you. I get more girls than you. Nigga, fuck you, nigga. I'm on your ass, boy. But that's more like a acknowledging that a nigga on his shit. Let me go ahead and step my game up and talk my shit. But
Right.
no, we celebrate everybody. It's times where I'm up and other people may not be up, but they salute me, they congratulate me, and vice versa for everybody in the family. You know what I'm saying? My brother J Rock has probably told me 15 times how proud he is of me and Lala for getting a new place and moving up and doing our shit like on a regular basis. This is what he on, and vice versa. We salute each other on a regular basis. We talk shit to each other, but we support each other, dude.
So Dina, when
Through
J Rock told
through
you,
everything.
when he told you how
Yeah.
he was so happy for you, and it felt real genuine. You felt that energy. You felt that love, right? Are you frozen? Are you doing the frozen challenge on me?
Yeah, my man, listen.
Okay. So you felt that energy, that you felt that love,
Man,
right?
we just
So what about when you have family who say these things, but you know they're full of shit because you could feel the negative energy, the undertone behind that. Oh, I'm so happy for you. Congratulations. You're like, okay, yeah, right. You got that, Whitney? You feel me? See, yeah, that's a blessing for you. But I have family members that said that and they full of it.
Or you used to do this. You used to not have nothing, and now look at you.
Look at right, like why you telling all the shit? And now look how well she doing. Or going back to what Vince was saying, like I have a family member. I was down at one point when I got laid off a while ago. I mean, some years ago, and I was like, "Yo, cuz I went to her and I was like, can I, I need to borrow like $1,500. I'm gonna pay you back in 2 weeks." So we did the transaction. She was like, "I'm gonna be very quiet about this. You ain't gotta tell nobody." I was like, "I don't want to tell nobody how to borrow money from my people." You know what I'm saying? So I was quiet about it. So years later, come up, she's like, we talking, everybody in the circle. We like, yeah, I don't know where. Tasha, don't act like. Remember that time I let you borrow $1,500? Like what?
Oh my God, my phone is tripping.
Why are we talking about that? Like, where does it even come up from? Where does come
from? God.
So something that you want to be so quiet about, you ain't gotta tell nobody. Now we like 3-4 years later in, he's like, yeah, I helped Tasha out. Remember that time that you bought 1,500?
No.
Yeah. She was good for it though. She paid me back like she said. I didn't have to chase her down. What? Like it's just weird to me. So are you gonna do a good deed, or you want to let the world know you did a good deed? Like, what are we doing here?
But she also did, and I could be wrong. She also did that because to let people know, that you had to do it, that you secretly had to do it.
Right.
Because like at the end of the day,
funny to me.
Because at the end of the day, that should have been something that should have just been kept between y'all two.
Yep.
I mean, we're talking about like 3 or 4 years later, right? It's just stupid. It's ignorant shit. I tell you, boy.
No, my family, we go talk shit and we go for show. We go talk shit about it amongst each other like a motherfucker. But we got this thing. Ain't nothing that I'ma say to one of my brothers about another brother that I wouldn't say to that brother in his face or whoever. But it's always love. We might argue, we might have to step outside, throw hands, it don't matter, but it's always love all the time.
Mm-hmm.
It blew Lala mind, right? This is when she first started coming around the family. We had a little function at my auntie house, which is what we do on a regular basis. I couldn't tell you what the argument was about, but me and my brother J Rock got into it. It was a very few amount of words, and after that, it was, man, nigga, we can go outside, nigga, and get down. Lala's like, wait, whoa, what the fuck's going on? But then we straight cool. Like after we exchange our words or whatever, we good. Everything kosher. You know what I'm saying? We on the phone the next day like nothing happened. We ain't even discuss what took place. It's just it is what it is. You know what I mean? But we know at the end of the fucking day, we are all we got.
But let's remember
We're
though,
all we
when you
got.
exchange these words, it's some things that you put in the atmosphere that you can't get back, and words is one of them. You once they come out your mouth, you can't return that. You can't get that back and retract it.
Oh
So
God,
when
I
y'all,
was just about to.
yeah, so when y'all going through y'all shit, do y'all say stuff like, "Oh, I wish you was dead." Oh, that's why you got a daughter who can't breathe. She gonna die. Bitch, like all kind of like just hurtful shit. Talk about deceased
Yeah,
ones. You know, I have family members to be like, "That's why
Well,
your daddy dead." Like
yeah,
really? So you know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So those are words that
so-
you can't come back from. To
yeah.
and
me,
So
throwing
it was
personal.
some disrespectful shit that took place. It was some disrespectful shit that took place a couple months back. You know what I'm saying? In the family. You know what I mean? And everybody had to get involved and make parties apologize and everything else of the sort. But as a family, we come together and it's, hey nigga, you was dead ass wrong, bro. Hey, you was dead ass wrong. We not gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? And can I say everything's all good between them two? No, but the arguing, the bickering ain't taking place no more, and the extra shit ain't there no more, and they go have to see each other in person. Whatever happens. The love is still there.
but when you make two grown people apologize, when you saying the word "make" already turns my stomach. You grown, so you got to make somebody apologize when they grown. It's not genuine. I don't want to hear it because your apology is
And
for
that's
BS.
my whole thing. I don't believe in fake apologies. Like you
Yep.
have to, if you said something like that's really hurtful. Like I said, Tasha, you brought up something real. Like I'm very big on hurtful words. Like you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying. Like the relative I'm not speaking to is it's something that you said about said something about my lady, and you because of jealousy that I
Yeah.
don't even know about. But I'm not. I mean, don't get me wrong. I am the big man by just saying that I still love you and I wish you nothing but the best. But I'm not going to go all out my way to make things right when I'm not the one who made it wrong.
No, I don't love them and I don't wish them the best. I hope nothing happens to them, but they can go on live their life and don't worry about mine.
No, I understand. I truly understand. And honestly, that's how I know. I feel like That's how I know I'm a changed man because there was a part of time that I would have said that, but at the end of the day, like Dina said, like we all we got. And that's still my. At the end of the day,
Mm.
that's still my brother. You know.
Oh, but you talking about your brother? That's different. That your siblings, you gotta ride with your siblings. Y'all gonna have to figure that out. But extended family, they extended family for a reason. So I'm not too hype. I'm not too worried about like, hey, let's come together, kumbaya. I'm not gonna extend the olive branch. No, especially when it's a repetitive. It happens all the time. Absolutely not. And then when you got your spouses or your girlfriends or whoever stepping in on some family BS, it doesn't work. Doesn't sit well with me either.
Well, I was waiting for somebody to bring it up. Like I also feel like what brings a lot of tension between family is like you might have a cousin, a female cousin that might want to smash her female cousin's boyfriend or something because I've
Nope,
seen that on both hands.
that's
But
nasty.
Yeah,
hold on.
I've seen
My
But
cousins
D to be back.
that
Dina to be back.
very much have.
okay. Go,
No,
what you say,
I'm
Whitney?
saying
Oh yeah, I've seen cousins smash the same dude, and then that does put a rift
In the relationship?
in the
that's what I'm saying. You feel me? And like I said, when it
Ew.
comes to and that's why I told people like at the beginning of the episode, like you gotta have certain like you can't have all these expectations. You know what I'm saying? To where it's gonna like get you like. And I can honestly say with you, Juice, you pretty much accepted and expected what certain things that went down with your family. You know what I'm saying? That's why you're not tripping, and it helps you. It helps you to move on. Am I lying?
Nope. Fact.
You know, that's why I said, man, you just gotta, it's just certain things you just gotta expect from certain family members and certain siblings. Um, certain, certain siblings, I expect them to be them. Like I don't expect them to be nothing else but who they are, and that's why. So there's nothing wrong with that. Like, I'm pretty
Mhm.
sure, Juice, you feel the same way.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, we're gonna be family because we tied to that through blood. But other than that, I'm good. You go your way, I'm gonna go mine. Don't say nothing about me. Don't speak on me, and I won't speak on you. You know what I mean? We're copacetic. I'm good. You know what I mean? So it's unfortunate for our kids, but when you got to be an ignorant ass adult, then there's nothing else I can do. So
Because that whole
Vince,
taking sides shit.
you said something that's really like hit the nail on the head. You got to know the type of people that you're dealing with, and that's including family.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
For my family, we all know that everybody in my family is the nicest bunch of assholes you could ever fucking encounter. We
Oh
are
God.
great, good fucking people, but we are assholes. And every individual, to the females, to the elders, we got very lethal tongues and vocabulary, and we have no filter. So there may be times where we say some real fucked up shit, but the love and how we rock with each other always seems to be able to fix the situation. You know what I'm saying? Because don't get me wrong, it's been some fucked up things said, but we always get past it. And that's what make us fucking blood. And that's why our blood is thick than a motherfucker. You know what I mean? Does it make it right? No, it
Mm-hmm.
doesn't. By no means. Do some of these things that are being said hurt? It does. But we just got this thing like nobody else can. And I'm not saying y'all getting away with it, but we can move past it with y'all. The next motherfucker, we ain't moving past shit. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? We getting the black mask, the gloves, and the shovel for you niggas. You know what I'm saying? But the family, we go every time we get past it. We get
Mm.
past it. It's mandatory
With,
because we
with
all we
me,
got.
like with me, and I'm gonna say this to close it out since we getting ready to go out to the end. What I'm gonna say is this: the best relationship with your family, and like I say, it could be with your siblings, it could be whatever. The best relationship is when y'all don't live together. I can't live with none of my family members. That's just what it is. Like I have 4 siblings. I can't live with not near one of them motherfuckers. That's how our relationship is good because we don't live together. Because it's just like I said earlier in the
Oh shit!
episode, all of us are trying to be the or trying to be the alpha person, and it's just not going to work. All of us clashing underneath each other, and that's why I want to say like 2 of my other siblings' relationship is where it's at because y'all felt like y'all needed to live with each other for way longer than y'all needed to.
Mm-hmm.
And then the shit just turned out bad, man. That's why I tell people like it's sad for me to say that shit, but like my best relationship right now is with my siblings is because I don't fucking live with y'all motherfuckers. Y'all do y'all thing, I do my thing, and we meet up on occasions, and that's the best shit. But that's just me though. I'm not like
Mm-hmm.
D Nut over there. I'm not gonna say they the Huxtables, but D Nut, you got a big tight family over there, bro, and that shit
We
is
big on
dope,
family.
bro.
We didn't
Like
all lived
seriously.
with somebody in the family at some point in time. All of us. You
Before
know
we
what
Hey,
I
and
close
mean?
that's
out,
dope, bro.
can I ask you another question real quick before you close out, Vince? So y'all
What's up?
tight, but what happens if one of your siblings put their hands on your mama, or you one of your siblings put hands on another auntie?
Oh, then we handle them accordingly. Like, come
So,
on
but
now.
y'all would still talk?
Yeah, because okay,
Nah. I have a
I
cousin,
look,
and Vince know who
I
she
got a
is.
cousin. I got a cousin who ain't all the way there, who's jumped on my auntie before. Um, I got a nephew who jumped on my other auntie, and the situations be what they are. You, auntie and nephew in both situations were able to salvage the relationship in the situation, but The first situation occurred with an older cousin of mine and my auntie, and we fucked him up. Like, you gonna get a DP for that. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be funk. But we good afterwards. We're good. You fucked up. You know, now we gotta handle it and we good. And then auntie and my cousin, they're good. You know what I mean? The situation happened with my nephew and his great auntie, because she's my auntie. You know, we had to deal with that, and she forgave him, and you know, they have a good relationship, and you know, we just move on. We're family. We gonna figure it the fuck out and move the fuck on.
You don't hit a 60-year-old plus woman. I'm sorry. Like, you just don't do that.
No. That's out of bounds. And dog should have got dragged for that. You know what I mean? And then you figure out what the fuck the issue is, the problem. We gonna get to the root of this shit. And
he's in hiding.
Nigga, we all we got.
Like I said, man, I salute D-Nuff for having a big family, bro. Because like I said, I understand what Juice is coming from. It's certain things that you just can't come back from. That's just what it is.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel it.
So
I feel it. Absolutely. There are things that, you know, now if you was a family member and was like touching on another family member or something like that, to my knowledge, no shit like that has happened. But if something like that was to go down, oh, that individual is no longer family. Nigga, you the op. Nigga, you might as well be from the enemy hood now. Go get go link up with them niggas, because
ain't no coming back from that one.
That's ain't no coming back. You know what I'm saying? Like, no coming back from that type shit. You know what I mean? But as far as family quarrels and things of that sort, we gonna figure it out. We gonna keep it in home, and then that's just that. We gonna talk about you like a motherfucking dog, but we gonna come back and we gonna be good. We gonna be straight. It ain't fuck you. I don't want to see you dead. I don't wish bad upon you. You know, it might be some mean things said in between time, but we gonna get past that shit. You know what I mean? Period.
well, I will say this. Since I'm you know, I ain't had one of these in a while, but this is the perfect topic to put this out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I will say this. You know, I grew up with a lot of siblings. You know what I'm saying? But just as I've gotten older, like since I've been doing this podcast, I never felt like the love that I'm getting, not just from my lady, but from the fact that I have people like y'all on here that's just giving their everything and their all and everything. And that means a lot to me, seriously, all right? That shit makes that, I really get emotional off that. And I really want to thank all y'all from the bottom of my heart for rocking with me. That's why I want to go so hard for y'all. Like, I'm dead serious. Like, y'all are like, yeah, and it's like, and honestly, like I said, like, it's blood thicker than water in certain cases. You believe it, but at the end of the day, it's all about the people that support you and give you everything that they are willing to put out there to show you that they're there for you. And I see that in each and every one of y'all. And I really want to thank y'all from the bottom of my heart. Like, seriously, like, that's real shit. You know, I'm gonna put that shit out there. So y'all are definitely family. Y'all are not blood or mud or any of that bullshit. Y'all are just my peoples, and for that, that's the greatest motherfucking gift on earth. And I love y'all to death, seriously.
Off the rip, nigga. You know I love you, bro. You my gangster forever, nigga. I'm going to hell or jail for you, nigga. And I mean that shit.
Damn, bro, don't even trip, bro. I'll be at the fucking back, nigga, fucking dressed up as a CO, nigga, trying to get you out.
Oh, I'm gonna get out. Don't trip while I come and
get
me.
God, nigga. Oh God, I'm coming there. I'm gonna come in there with the Carl Winslow jump off, bro. I swear, I got you, nigga.
Hey, my family coming to get me, and La family, so nigga, they collectively coming to get my ass. But off the rip, nigga, you already know what it is. If I rock with you, I rock with you, bro. I'm loyal to a default, bro. You know what I mean?
And that's just what it is. That's just what it is, bro. So with that being said, man, it's been another episode and we fucking took a stab in and killed this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I want to thank each and every one of y'all for coming out and talking that shit. Whitney, again, thank you for the opening credits. You ain't never did that shit. That was like a Quentin movie. You just gave me like a whole dialogue. I love it. It was dope. So, Juice, Juice, for you to take notes and for you to, you didn't disappoint.
She came prepared. She had to get some shit off her chest.
Man.
Oh God, man. So I got a lot of work to do with these clips. So
and
y'all know
I hope they listening.
There it is.
They listening. We got a whole lot of people that be creeping on the low, watching and shit. I ain't gonna say nothing because this was such a positive message. But we got a lot of people creeping and watching. You know what I mean?
Oh God. Oh God.
Niggas that block me don't fuck with me, but they want to watch Vince shit. You know what I mean? Shout out
we
to
know
y'all. We appreciate
because they call the members talking mess. Yeah, so
on the set. I love it. They just mad because they ain't family. La Familia over everything. You know what I mean?
Right.
Real spit.
Right.
You can have them on one day, Vince. See how that goes.
Niggas now they'll never get on. They'll never come on here. They just go watch it. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm gonna extend the invite. Don't even trip, man. I know how to do it. Again, man, live streaming, baby. 7 p.m. this Wednesday. It's Honest Ass.